All right, and welcome back to episode 068 of the Okay Guidons. Okay.
Haven't done that in a while.
Gets longer there. Powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi. Those other gentlemen screaming okay is our resident Texan joining us from El Paso tonight, Mr. Trey Gottlich, and of course our resident Mormon joining us from the greater Salt Lake City area. Not sure what city, but we know that it's a greater Salt Lake City area, and recording live from the high desert past Yucaipa Valley, past the Yucca Man, with a vessel half charged, looking for heaven or maybe hell, from 29 Palms, California, potentially for the last time, definitely for the last time in a while. By the time you get this, 29 Palms will be so far in the rearview mirror, my 95 Chevy wouldn't be able to see it. But we are still recording in the high desert today. I'm super happy that when my buddy leaves tomorrow, and so I'm super happy that they went ahead and turned the air conditioning off.
Oh, that's good.
So it is a nice balmy 82 degrees here.
Perfect.
In the barracks, I have a problem with people that say bricks. I think it's unnecessary. In the barracks, it's 82 degrees. And the price of Bitcoin, a lot of stuff going on. We got tariffs, we got trade wars, we got Zelensky's, we got Lewinsky's. It's a crazy world out there. Price of Bitcoin is $85,030.85, which means that it's not quite. No, it's double. We were at 41,000 when we opened up, so we're still over double. We're coming to you week after week. Tomorrow is tax day. If you're stressing your taxes, that means you're an idiot and you didn't call BW Tax. Give BW Tax a call, bwtaxllc.com. We also want to shout out Mr. Helmet. Mr. Helmet's our buddy. So with that, got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to not just be sweating my face off over here the whole time. But I guess we'll just turn it over to the three.
Well, first thing, we got any outlying stations that dialed in or messaged in? Any outlying stations? We'll get to them at the end, but just want to know what we're looking in terms of outlying stations.
Looks like we have 3 outlying station. We forgot to put it in the FOPs.
Very well.
That we'd be asking, but yeah, we got a couple. They're dialed in over Teams.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, user 6969420 is here.
Perfect.
And Big Daddy Shep 691 of 1. I can drive Billy Martin. Master Guns is also a profile on here.
Excellent. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead, kick this thing off. Let's keep it brief. Okay. Right. We got a hard timeline. We got to be out of the conference room so they can hold the trash conference. New dumpsters are coming out. Okay, they're redoing the dumpsters, making them coyote brown so they blend in with our operational gear. They'll all have Molly on them, so you can put pouches on the dumpsters. These are tactical dumpsters. Okay, these are the dumpsters that we're going to be bringing to the field. These are going to be the dumpsters that we're taking to combat, to fight wars and win the enemy, because there's going to be a lot of trash when we're out there in combat.
Hey, the Marine Corps trash checks real quick. Marine Corps does 3 things. Okay, make Marines, win wars, and police the trash. All right, and just and there's a difference in police and secure. And if you don't know it, you're probably just a company grade. But there's a difference.
No particular order.
There's a difference between policing and securing.
Oh, good. All right. One shop. Admin, what do you got?
That's you, Trey.
Sir, the ones off going duty getting changed over.
Okay, tracking. Okay, tracking.
Okay. Quick. Hey, Sergeant Major here. I just want to say, as trash Sergeant Major. Okay, these duties, these freaking daggone duty uniforms. Okay, you will wear Service Charlies on duties. Okay, I don't know what this cammy's duty is. It's less professional, and you don't stick out as much. Sergeant Major, it's garbage 8. And I just want to say, they wear a pistol and like a red bandana on their arm, right? Yeah, but they're too comfortable in the friggin' dang camis, and they're not policing trash. So all duties will be in Service Charlies, because that is the way I decided it should be in my mind, and therefore it's the way it's going to be. And that's all there's going to say about it.
Very well.
And there needs to be no further discussion.
No further discussion needed. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
That's it. Yeah.
Trash
Nailed
Sergeant
it.
Major.
Hey, Sergeant Major, this is Trash 5. I'm going to have all the field grades in my office after this to discuss further.
Field grades, you tracking? Okay. Everyone tracking? Okay, I'm tracking. Okay, I'm tracking. We're tracking. All right.
Tracking.
We're tracking.
Everything's tracked.
Okay, that tracks. All right. Deuce, the 2 shop. Lay some intel on me.
Well, sir, I had some stuff to bring you in to the vault to show you, but Trump just tweeted it. So my kind of only existence anymore is to fix the laminator, because everything on the high side is also on the low side. And so, yeah, I got nothing.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. Pull up the laminator maintenance status slide. We had that made. Okay. We got it shown as red. We got a red status here. Is that correct, Deuce?
Yes, sir.
It's under future trash.
As you can see, sir, we have the limit team coming in July, which is the laminator movement maintenance team.
That's good.
And they will conduct the quarterlies in July. And so we think if we can calibrate the laminer,
that was my question.
October,
okay.
Then we'll be all good to go for the phase mow. You still won't have any maps because we don't have any laminating paper, but for the inspection, the laminator itself should be good.
Okay. Tracking. Okay. Great. 4 shop. Quick shout out to the 4 shop. Excellent work coordinated the limit team. That is a tough resource to get. So we appreciate your coordination and scooping them up, get our laminator back up and operational. All right. Let's talk future ops. Fopso, talk to me.
That's you, Trey.
FOPSO. That's just, I say this every time. It should go. I shouldn't have to, but just everything around us is future trash.
It's true.
It's true.
So just look around. If you see it, it probably will be trash someday. So treat it as such. Throw it away now. That's all I got.
Throw it away now.
Trash 6, real quick. You know,
ahead of the game.
My daddy was a Southern Baptist preacher down there in Mobile, and he used to say, 70 years from now, everything you own, someone else will own. And he was talking about not valuing possessions more than your relationship with the Lord. But I just think really it's 70 years from now, everything you own will most likely be trash.
Verified.
And if you don't have a trash plan, that's a hell of a way to go, brother. So just keep that in mind. That's it. Trash 6 out.
Thank you, Trash 6. Words of wisdom. Current ops, right? We're looking for current trash. Okay, trash that is currently trash. We need to police and secure that trash because it's currently trash. And Fopso had a great point. Go ahead. Let's get ahead of the game, right? Let's get left of bang or right of bang, whichever direction that you want to get of the bang. Let's go ahead and get there in that direction. And so the bang is on our side, either left or right.
Opso. What's the flash to bang?
Oh, flash to bang.
The average piece of trash. Let's just take a daily consumable, like a 12-pack of White Monsters.
Oh, 12-pack of the flash to bang on that. 2 hours. About depends on which rank is attacking that problem, but we're gonna say about 2 hours flash to bang.
Okay.
And we can recycle that trash.
Let's definitely say left of that bang.
Very well. Very well. Staying left of bang. Start throwing away everything you can. We've got the dumpsters, right? We're bringing in the reinforcements. Let's go ahead and take care of that. All right. Moving on over. Go ahead.
Is there a recycle policy that the Marine Corps has? Absolutely
not. Unless you're in California.
It's at the CG level right now. Actually, no, that goes to headquarters Marine Corps. Like anything that you need an answer on that I don't have, that, sir, we can't do that. It goes all the way to headquarters Marine Corps. Well, doesn't the headquarters eventually solve the issue?
Oh.
No, sir. It just goes to headquarters.
It goes to them.
They secure it as trash, whatever problem you bring up to them.
It gets to them, they go, oh, that's interesting. And that's it. That's where it dies. Oh, interesting.
Not our problem. Somebody else's.
I will say, just in the Marine Corps spirit, pretty much everything we own used to be Army trash.
Give me that old Marine Corps spirit. Give me that old Marine Corps spirit.
That's good to go.
It was good enough for the dumpster, then it's good enough for me.
Good stuff.
I'm glad that this meeting has gotten back down to focusing on trash.
It's all about the trash. All right, logs.
Yeah,
what do we got? What do we got with our logistics bubbas, our logistics types, logisticians?
Nothing for the group.
Oh, very well. Okay. Let's see. Then that brings us to the medical and dental. Let's go ahead and pull up the dental slide. It's the only slide in the slide deck other than trash, because it is honestly second priority. Trash will always be number one priority, but then dental is basically its own warfighting function.
This is the medical officer, sir. And I know that for 50 weeks in a row, I've allowed emails to be sent with social security numbers and the data and blood type and the mother's maiden name of every Marine in this unit. But now that I don't want to brief my stats, that's HIPAA. That is HIPAA. So you can talk to me offline, sir.
Okay, tracking. We'll get offline. Got it. Offline.
Hey, Trash 5 here. Let's keep the sidebars to a minimum.
But they are allowed.
It doesn't mean eliminate them. It just means they better be something good, right? Just keep them to a minimum. Nothing like
they're
a
not
good
secured.
Sidebar.
They are not secured.
No, they're not. They're just keep them to a minimum.
All right, very well. Then Six Shop Commo. We talking any trash?
Yes, sir. So I've resubmitted the SIPR SARS for the 28th time. And nothing changes, but I make people refill it out again.
Oh, yes.
Just to make sure that we're doing our due diligence, because I want to train like I fight. But no one still has SIPR. No one has SIPR. So outside of that, everyone's pretty cool with it, except like this weird major that like yells at me about it every day, but everyone else doesn't really care.
Okay.
So yeah, that's really all I have, sir.
What's that major's name? Yeah. I'm gonna get with them offline.
Sir, I think we all know who it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, question for you, Commo. Are we still running into that roadblock where, okay, we send up the SAR forms. The SAR forms have to go to the one single civilian guy that can approve them at MEF. And if they sit in his inbox for more than 20 minutes, they're automatically denied. But he takes 45 lunch breaks a day and constantly just deletes every email. Is that what I'm tracking?
Sir, so one of the things that you don't understand is a lot of people think that the chain of command is linear. But when it comes to comm, you have offshoots like the G6. And within the G6, you have that civilian that by the way, sir, he was civilian of the quarter just in 2022. So there's offshoots. And so sometimes there's just a little bit of stray voltage in comm. And we don't really know where the SAR goes. Also, like the time that major, I submitted it for him last time, I was going on leave. So I clicked send and I walked out. But it had asked me to type in my PIN and I never did. So I actually never sent the email. But I sent it now after I made sure the major redid it. But sir, I'm confident that our comm structure is good. And yeah, we're going to be good to go.
Okay. I have no confidence that our comm is good. I did sit in a brief where that happened. It was an Army colonel who had just been apparently just like roasting the commo like every meeting, and we came into the some brief for an exercise at Fort Carson, and the commo was like, "Sir, I am very confident that we will this comm capability is like going to be up and running." And he, like every desk like had microphones or this like big auditorium. He clicks in, he goes, "No, I have zero confidence, commo, zero confidence," and then just like clicks it off. Dude, it was great.
Yeah.
Sorry, they made me think.
In the Army, they just call that comm.
Hey, but Black Gear always works.
Well, they call that the signal officer. Not
the
app.
signals officer. Yeah. Wait, isn't the signal officer Pete Hegseth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the signal officer.
That's his collateral bill.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we want you to be the SecDef and the Camo.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, no problem. You got this great app.
Roger that.
All right. Special staff chaps, you got anything for us? Any wisdom?
Clicks off mute. Yes, sir. Chaplain here. I'm just out visiting some Marines in my truck right now. My name is Chaplain Nathan Eckberg, and that's all, sir. Did everyone get that?
Sure.
Oh, did I cut out?
No, we got it.
It's loud and clear, chaps. Thank you.
Chaps here, let us not lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary. Galatians 6:9, NASB 1995, do good, secure the trash. Mic drop, chaps out.
Whew. I can
feel
dig
like
it.
NSV, secure the trash, huh?
NASB, not always securing Bibles. Do not secure the Bibles. We are not always securing the Bibles. We're using those Bibles.
That's right.
The NASB.
All right, now let's kick it on Trash 5. What's going on? Anything?
Nothing for the group.
Okay.
All right, Sergeant Major, Trash 9. Anything else to add?
Yeah, PME is a no-fail mission. It's a glass ball that cannot be dropped. Okay. Commandant watches that. I don't want to hear anything. Listen, we can kill and train and fight in any climb or place. Don't fight me on this. Do your PME.
You heard it here, folks. Do your PME. Trash 6, anything or any saved rounds before we kick it over to Trash 6? Alibis.
Yeah, this is Billy Martin calling in. I just want you to know I got 6 UA, 1 EA, and 3 NS.
Question: can you drive?
Oh, I can drive.
Okay. Thanks, Billy. All right, outlying stations. Anything else from the outlying stations?
That's it from the outlying. Sorry.
Very well. All right.
Let's close Teams message out a little late, so
it's all good. We traded space. We traded time for space, or space for space.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of trading.
Well, anything else? Anything else? Trash 6. You got anything for us?
Nah, thanks for what you do, team.
All right, you heard it here, folks.
Officers, come to my office after, because that's where officers hang out. We put the office in officers.
Office and officers. Okay, let's clear out. We got to get the dumpster. The mobile dumpster training team is going to be here to spin us up on these new dumpsters right there.
The NDTT, the MEDIT.
So they're getting in here.
So just PJ put on here at the 18-minute mark that the brief, the Cub ended, because my mom said, yeah, I still listen. I just kind of skipped through like the first 15 minutes.
Fair. Very fair.
Hey, but we don't know when we'll get to do this again. It's like putting one in the old vice. We're not promised tomorrow. Every day is a gift. Don't worry about tomorrow, though, because today has enough problems of its own. But this is episode 068. We left you right on the brink. And we do not have 6-9 scheduled. We hope to. But if you miss a week or two, don't be mad. Just like if you get mad, it's Friday, you wake up and there's no OK podcast and you're forced to listen to Starting Strength Radio instead. Just remember that don't remember anything. Just go turn on Toby Keith. We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. And play that and remember how you felt in like 04, 05. And just know that the FDO is down range. But with that, let's get into some good topics like the women's WNBA draft tonight.
Is that tonight?
Dallas got number 1 pick.
Are you not tracking?
I am not.
Are you not tracking?
I am not.
I'm sorry I didn't put that on your radar for you to be tracking.
I almost skipped this. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, why are we podcasting during the WNBA draft? Oh, man.
Yeah, no, we can stop. We can go ahead and stop recording, gents. This is all
gents.
Stop. All stop.
I don't have time to say gentlemen, gents. So it's like the most belligerent thing ever. Like when a Lance Corporal passes like a major and a first sergeant. Morning, gents. And it's like, you're so busy drinking your white monster, you couldn't say good or Entelman. But all right.
I love it.
Okay.
Or Entelman.
I digress.
That's like the old V/R or S/F email sign off. I'm like, wow, you saved so much time.
Never take the Emperor Idalis out of Semper Fidelis. That's what I always say.
It's true, though. Very true. All right, who's going number 1 in the WNBA draft? Who's the big pick?
No
They already
idea.
picked it.
Is it
Paige Buchers?
Oh, from UConn? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's pretty legit.
She went to Dallas.
She lost 3 times and then beat the Gamecocks in her final one, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think she lost.
You say so.
Yeah, she lost in the Final Four, then lost the national championship, then lost in the Final Four, and then won.
Okay. Persistence pays off. Now, do you think, is she losing money by going to the WNBA? Do you think NIL was better than a WNBA contract? And I guess, could you still technically stay on with those sponsors?
I mean, I feel like, never mind. I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to.
But actually, that was kind of like a joke, but I was like, wait, that might actually be a pay cut.
I think it's less. I think it's less money, right? Like Raven Crockpot stayed at the Gamecocks because, they have the largest following in women's basketball because they're good at it. Yeah. And the NIL deals are sweet. So it's probably a pay cut, but maybe not. I don't know. You get to be a professional.
Yeah.
It's like, I kind of get it. I'm a professional of arms, So it's kind of the same.
Did you take a pay cut activating?
Yeah.
Are you your buddy? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. My buddy definitely took a morale cut.
Hey, that's priceless.
Yeah.
Morale, you can't put a price on that.
Cost of doing business.
That's good. Well, speaking of college sports NIL, lots of drama over in the Tennessee Volunteers camp with their quarterback.
Ooh,
Trey, do you have more details on that? I can help you a little bit, but I know that was
from my understanding. Yeah, from my understanding, what's his name? Nico.
I'm not even
going to attempt that last name. Yeah.
But yeah, Nico, their starting quarterback.
Nico, not a quarterback anymore. Yeah.
Hey, got him.
He was holding out for more NIL money, from my understanding. Yeah. And then the coach finally said, you know what? That's enough's enough. And he's like, you're off the team. And he kicked him off. Yeah. So he went to the transfer portal.
Is that Arch Manning? No, he got kicked off of Texas, though. Or he left Texas.
Arch Manning?
I don't think that's true.
Arch Manning left Texas.
What?
Or was that April Fool's?
That's April Fool's.
I feel like that's April Fool's. I was like, I didn't hear anything about that.
This is why I hate Arch Manning gets major transfer portal news before third season. Yeah, he's definitely still at Texas.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Arch Manning leaving Texas. Breaking news.
This ain't Texas. Woo! Ain't no Mannings. Hey.
But I also heard that the Tennessee quarterback was kind of secretly reaching out to other teams and kind of shopping around for who was going to maybe give him a better deal. And that also got back to...
Yeah, dude. I don't blame the player. I don't blame the team. This is all NCAA.
Dude,
don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Yeah, you created the monster of
mess.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to come out with some sort of contracts, but
something.
It's been downhill ever since A&M got rid of their yell leaders.
Yeah. They went with Arch Manning.
Yeah, Arch Manning.
They also
the yell leader. He transferred to be the yell leader.
Hey, future sponsor, Texas A&M Yell Leaders.
Yeah.
We need to get a Yell Leader on here. If you listen to this, actually shout out, what is the Mississippi State channel that follows us?
Oh, Hail State.
Yeah, Hail State.
Oh, Hail
hey,
State.
do you guys know any old Yell Leaders? Let's get them on here. I want a Yell Leader on here. Whoop.
Oh my god, that'd be
Hail
so
State.
great.
Best state ever.
Yeah, Hail State.
Hail State.
Hail State.
Hail State.
Number
Hail
one.
State.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. I don't know if I assume he's going to get picked up by somebody. He's a pretty good quarterback, but
Was he?
I don't know. Kudos to yeah, he was pretty good. Tennessee had a good year last year.
I think they were
Yeah, they had a good
overrated.
They won
didn't
more
win.
games than
They won more than Auburn. That's for sure.
A&M. They won more games than Auburn.
War Damn
more games
Eagle.
than A&M.
That's what I've always said.
Won more games than Gamecocks.
Are we talking women's basketball or?
No,
Not as
football.
many.
I'll,
That is-
I'll
yeah.
always come back to that. Speaking of sports or lack thereof, who dressed up like an Easter egg this weekend and watched the Masters?
I did not. I was kind of like barely following it. Like I kind of knew who was doing well going into the final day, and then kind of really fell off.
What's a grand slam?
I think it's when there's 3 runners on base
Okay,
and you
so
hit
that's
a
what
home
Roy
run.
McIlroy won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
put him in
Grand
a
Slam.
baseball
Yeah.
game, and then they hit the ball.
Yeah, they were like, let's see if you can
pretty
really
impressive to
swing
see.
anything.
No, for golf, it's the Masters, the Open, so the one over in Europe,
Jeff's favorite one.
the U.S. Open, and then,
That's the one over here in America.
That is correct.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm blanking on.
There's
the
no
final
tariffs
one.
on that one.
There's no tariffs on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 4.
Is there one more?
I can't remember.
I
the
assume
last
it's
one now.
4 because it's a
Yeah.
grand slam. It's got to
Wow,
be.
I'm very
let's look it
upset
up.
that this is.
I'm not surprised.
But so did he win all those? Was this all the other ones, or just in his career he's won
The
all
Masters, PGA Championship, U.S. Open, and Open.
So yeah, he did all
Gotcha.
4 of those over his career. There's only been a couple people that have won one or won all of those in like a year period. Tigers is like, some are like, ooh, do we call it a grand slam? Because his like weren't all in the same year, but he did like, like
At one point in time, win all of them.
Yeah, in a like within a year of each other. He won like 4 in a row, but it wasn't like in the order that they happened in that calendar year. He did it in the fiscal year instead of the calendar year. And so
Dude, I feel like
asterisks.
I feel like that's just racist, honestly.
And they're like, oh no.
Yeah,
But-
it's just racism.
The real pandemic. Yeah.
I watched the last. Whenever they went into the, he tied that guy, and they went into the overtime? What do you call it in golf? I don't know.
I think over playoff.
It should be called a shootout, but yeah,
Oh, it would be called shootout.
or a golf
Yeah.
off.
golf off. And
Did you see all these?
and trash, we call it a trash off.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Did you see the? I was like reading all the crazy rules for the Masters.
Oh, as far as like Augusta National, like their
Yeah,
rules?
just like these.
Yeah. Somebody wore a hat that said like Austin upside down. Not being funny. There's someone, those hats that are trending where like the logo's upside down.
yeah,
Like I'm wearing the
yeah.
Strengco hat, but it's like you can read it.
Yeah.
But like it's usually a city name upside down. Someone wore a hat upside down and got fined. Yeah, there's crazy rules.
Yeah, they're very
So-
particular.
So someone's explaining to me. So like, if you're a member, you get 12 passes that you can give to people, right?
Okay.
And then if that person has a pass that they got from a member, if they break a rule, then you just lose that pass forever.
Ooh.
So then now you only can give out 11.
Ooh.
It's like, man, this place sucks, man.
Where's this place? That place has stricter rules than Strengco HB. Like, man,
where's that golf course at in Mississippi?
Yeah, it's in Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
It's in Augusta.
Georgia.
Augusta.
Have you been there?
I've never been.
Do you want to go?
I would love to go.
Yeah, I think so. I generally am found standing outside the trash can, talking crap on golf. Not a golf guy. Tried it for a while. I think we've discussed this before, but I will say when the Masters hits, I'm like, that looks like a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like every grown man from every industry just like stops working and just like goes home, dresses up like an Easter egg, and like goes to the local eatery and just sits down to watch golf. I still think golf's boring. I'd rather watch soccer.
Yeah. I would definitely rather watch soccer.
Paint dry. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan. Maybe one day I'll get into it. And I feel bad because I got a brother that's into it. And it's like a thing. That's all I'm saying. That's my other brother. But it's like, hey, like we're all home. Let's go golfing. And I'm like, I would literally just rather sit on the porch. Like, this sounds terrible.
I'll say Augusta, though, apparently they have the food prices have not raised since its opening.
What's a chicken bake cost?
Like at Costco?
The chicken sandwich, I think, is $2. Pimento cheese sandwich is what they're known for.
Yeah.
I love a pimento cheese sandwich.
It's like $1.50.
See, pulling up a menu.
I don't know.
Egg salad, $1.50. Oh, these are sandwiches. Egg salad sandwich, $1.50. Pimento cheese sandwich, $1.50. You want your pork barbecue sandwich, $3. They serve breakfast until 10 a.m. Master's Blend fresh brewed coffee, $2. So sandwich is cheaper than a cup of coffee.
So if I was invited there, I should be Chow's continuous.
I'd just be pushing Chow.
Chow's continuous.
There's so much Chow.
Oh, there's golf going on? I didn't know that.
Like, I'm over at the Chow.
This is a really inexpensive restaurant outside.
And like, don't they like not? They're like aren't like sponsor banners and stuff like all like inside. They're like no, we don't want
super clean.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean,
can't run.
Can't run.
No, like if you run, you get kicked out.
You get killed.
It's like being on the pool. No running. No running at the pool. Speaking of unwritten rules, let's talk about baseball's unwritten rules.
Sounds like Trey's got some bones to pick.
So I watched. So it's funny timing. I didn't put much in the channel this week. Sorry, my buddy's been keeping me busy, and. But I did see a thing on Instagram hijacking you, but I think it will go into it because I went down a comment hole and it was from like 2017. It was the Mets. And I want to say it was NLDS, something like that. But the game before, I think someone charged the mound. Utley's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next game, the pitcher threw the ball behind the batter.
Okay.
It's like it wasn't like almost hit by pitch and like had to do anything crazy. He just like threw it behind him and clearly like the catcher knew it was coming and like went over and caught it.
Yeah.
And then he gets ejected immediately.
The pitcher
I'm probably butchering the story a little bit.
I feel like I remember this.
But in the comments, it was like, it's like an unwritten rule. Like if you throw the ball behind the batter, it's like a major show of like disrespect and think that like that batter should not like be allowed to play the game. And anyway, so I was watching all that one night. And then the next day you were like unwritten rules in baseball. I was like, ooh, I can't wait for this.
I can't remember And it's stuff like that. Because if that happened to me, I'd be like, okay, that's a ball. So
Yeah.
throw three more like that. I'll just take my base. Yeah.
Want to know is the count. I like these odds.
I'm more
of a Billy
money
Bean
ball
guy. Yeah, you're just trying to get on
I'm a
base.
kind of Billy Bean.
On base
guy,
percent.
yeah.
What's his OBP? Trey's a big OBP guy.
No, but I was watching a video, and I think I posted like some of the examples the guy was kind of talking about, like unwritten rules of baseball.
Yeah, you want me to read off the ones?
Like, yeah, what are some of the ones I was mentioning?
You highlighted, don't bunt late in a game. If there's like a no hitter, like don't bunt during a no hitter.
Oh yeah.
That blows my mind. Like we haven't gotten a hit at all off this guy. I'm going to try to get on base and do whatever I can. I'm going to bunt, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to try and win.
You try to get on base. That one, I was like, okay, I'm against that one.
Kind of I don't know. I'm thinking it's kind of.
You are.
Yeah, it's kind of BS trying to bunt with a no hitter going. Like, come on. Be a man.
So
take your hacks. Be a man.
When can you bunt?
If it's not a no hitter, but whenever you want. I know there's some that are like, don't, if you're up by a ton of runs, if you're up by a ton of like, don't bunt. You're like, just play the game. Like, don't try to get cute with it. Just play the game.
I'm like, man, I'm out for blood. I'm like, I'm trying to get on base.
Came to win.
Yeah, I'm like, little sissy rules over here. Come on, man. I think that was the one that really kind of got me. I was like, you can't bunt if there's a no hitter. So if it's like in late, the camp of
it's late in the game, like, oh man, the 8th or 9th inning, and you're just like, oh, we're just gonna bunt to try to bust up this no hitter. It's like, no, try to get an actual hit. Like,
okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna set the scenario.
Bunting is an actual hit.
I'm gonna set the scenario.
Nah.
It's a no hitter. It's 8th inning. We're down 2-0. Very manageable to come back.
Yep.
We haven't been able to hit off this guy all night. I'm going to try bunting to get on base,
and then you got the tying run at the plate.
Tying run at the plate. I'm
gonna throw a scenario out
Let's
there.
like a playoff game. It's a playoff game.
Okay.
And the game really matters.
It's not a playoff game, but it really matters. It's called the Iron Bowl. And someone's trying to kick a field goal. And then the other player catches the ball. And oh my God, Auburn's going to win the football game. Runs down the field and scores. Like, they're out for blood.
Alabama has a no-hitter. Alabama has a no-hitter. They're playing Auburn. Auburn's down 2-0.
In the bottom of the 8th.
Auburn bunts to get on base.
And Jeff
you would be upset.
Take your hacks. Take your hacks. Bunting's for sissies.
Yeah.
So are all those same rules? Is that just pros, or is it like all of baseball?
That bunting one is pretty much, I feel like I don't know about all of it, but like, probably high school and above. Like, it's like,
man,
I'm bunting all day, baby.
There's so much. There's something to be said about like a nicely placed bunt, and it's just like, I love it. I love it.
Okay, next one up. I don't know if I had heard this one, but it's don't swing at a pitch don't swing at the first pitch after back-to-back home runs. So like two guys get up.
That happened recently, I think. It was back-to-back home runs, and then like the next guy like was like hacking at it, like swinging trying to hit another one.
Hey, raw meat, baby.
I mean,
and apparently everybody was upset by this. I was like, this guy obviously can't pitch. Try to get another run in. That's what
I don't necessarily agree with that one. I'm like, yeah, if he's gonna put one in the fat part of the plate, like you drive that thing. I'm
gonna get my torpedo bat.
Someone to the moon.
Slam it out of there. And then I think what was it? Like, don't steal.
Yeah, if like you're up by a lot.
If you're up.
If it's
no, I think that's I think that's just the honor code at the Citadel and Texas A&M. Don't steal, lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do,
or tolerate those who do. Yeah,
yeah.
I guess stealing. Yeah, and like it just strategically doesn't make sense if you're up. Like, why would you risk in and out? That doesn't make sense.
Well, you're also kind of like it's showing up the other team a little bit.
No, hey. You don't want us dancing, don't listen in the end zone.
Hey, pour it in, baby. Pour it in. Pour it on.
It's my favorite Jimmy Johnson quote.
It is a good quote.
At the U. Well, you don't want to dance and don't listen in the end zone.
Oh, man.
Is someone farting right now?
Yeah.
Is somebody farting?
That's Trey's chair.
Trey's
chair has
fart
gas.
chair.
Trey,
gas.
quit busting wind, brother.
She pointed out that it was something farting on the episode. Jeff's like, yeah, probably me.
I definitely was. But then the next time we recorded, I heard your chair, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's definitely it. But, I mean, it could have been me. That was definitely.
Could have been.
Hey.
So.
What else we got?
Sorry.
Oh, for the unwritten rules,
let's get out of baseball. I'm over it.
I mean, Trey did write those rules down, so they are no longer unwritten. Just saying.
That's a good point, Major. Okay. Hey, listen, trash six real quick. I just want to say that's the kind of things that separates a field grade from a company grade. All right, right there. That kind of level of intellect and wisdom. Appreciate what you do, team. Thank you. Trash six out.
Thank you, Trash Six. I'm glad you're still on the line. You're dialed in from your office.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, we're 20 feet away in the conference room. But I'm glad that you just decided to dial in from your office.
I've actually been trying to close teams for 2 hours and can't figure it out. Got the commo in here, but he's busy working on that disgruntled Major Sar.
That's good. Oh man. Let's see. Trey, talk about people arguing with TSA. Did you witness something, or is this just something you had on your mind?
I feel like I saw something. Where was I going? Oh, no, I was coming back from El Paso.
Okay.
So I was flying out there.
So I was right. You were in El Paso.
Yeah, last week.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey,
sure.
Time flies.
Time flies. So does Trey. So
that's what you've always said.
I've always said that.
Yeah. Flying's tough to do against tall grass.
Wouldn't recommend it.
I don't know. Like arguing with TSA, like you're not going to win the battle. So I flew out there with a regular size toothpaste, not a travel size, and shaving cream.
Bad boy.
One pre-AT checked. I feel like I'm allotted some privileges.
That's true. That's true.
But
white toothpaste?
No.
I was just curious if it was white privilege or not.
No, just
not okay. Just regular privilege.
Just regular,
straight up,
just kind of green privilege.
Yeah, green privilege.
So I
in
flew
Texas,
out there.
we just call that toothpaste.
Dallas TSA didn't say anything. Flew out there, not an issue. Coming back, I was like, they pulled all of my luggage. I was going through the security off to the side. And they were like going through it. He's like, is there anything in here? It's like, no. He's like, all right, hey, I see you have some toiletries perhaps. Might be too big. I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, yeah, you can't. I'm like, just throw them away. Like you can keep it then. Then I see like some other guy.
Away.
I'm like, I'm just gonna hop my plane. Like you can keep this $1.50 worth of toothpaste.
Ain't
and just throw it away for
nothing
me.
in this bag worth fighting over. Too bad.
But then, like, I look over. Yeah, it's actually what George Strait was singing about. TSA check line. And then, like, some other person is just sitting there just arguing about, like, with the TSA agent, like, about kind of the same thing. I don't know what was going on. I'm like, dude, one, this dude's not making up the rules. I'm like, you're holding up everybody. Like, just shut up. You know the rules. Like, is this your first time flying? Like, people who take off their shoes. I'm like, oh, do I have to take off my shoes? I'm like,
it's TSA. Ain't nothing in my bag worth fighting over.
I also think TSA, I'm like, it should be just a privatized thing. Get rid of it.
Man, if you're not TSA pre-check, you're an interesting human being.
It's worth, just pay.
It's worth
if you're taking your shoes off,
man.
Yeah,
for that little bit there where I was between active duty and going back to the reserves, where I no longer had to I had just forgot how much better or how bad
GP,
it was
man.
being GP.
Never want to be in
and
GP.
Now I'm I am never not being TSA pre-checked. It's not even the time.
Yeah.
It's just the shoes, and I can just toss my bag in the bin and on the conveyor belt, and
it's the experience.
It's a lifestyle. It's really
I think there's a lot of people that talk about wealth. Of course there is, but there's levels of I drive this car, you drive this car, you drive that car, and it's levels of wealth in the normal realm of people. But I've said it once and I'll say it again, and I've always said it, real wealth is owning your own plane. And I'm not talking you fly a little 4-seater on the weekend for fun. I'm talking you have a private jet with a captain. That's real money. That's the real deal. Because you just bypass all of the nonsense that exists in flying.
Yeah. That's why I say when people get annoyed with a crying kid on a plane, I'm like, just buy your own plane. Buy your own plane.
Well, it's how do you see this different than riding the city metro?
Yeah,
the bus.
It's
the same thing.
Yeah.
You're literally on public. You're doing group driving or whatever they call that. It's crazy.
Yeah,
TSA.
I don't know.
Just TSA. That's what George Strait was always singing.
Then what's the? I always wonder what clear is. I always see clear.
Clear is a level a little bit higher.
I always think it's a Scientology thing.
But just
so that was my thing. They scanned my face. I'm they're trying to give me the mark of the beast. I know they're trying to give me the mark of the beast. I don't want the mark of the beast. Clear is essentially TSA pre-check, but comes into play a lot more if you're flying international.
Gotcha.
And then technically higher than pre-check. Clear.
But is there metal detector, conveyor belt, X-ray thing? There's nothing different for them from TSA pre-check.
No,
I feel like it's someone
you get in the
escorts
pre-check line, and then instead you get in the clear line, and then they literally grab you and cut the pre-check line and drop you off, and then you go through this.
I love process. That. Yeah, you get a little buddy that is we're cutting. And you're just
we're clear.
All right, cool.
No, you're queer, but okay.
Dang.
Oh, that
clever wordplay.
Boom, boom.
Oh man.
What else we got?
I don't listen to the episode, so I'm assuming it just got left in there. But I have to issue a retraction, a mea culpa, a goofed. That James Bond trailer was fake. There's no James Bond 26. Henry Cavill is not James Bond. They're in talks for the movie, but there is no James Bond 26, even though this trailer had millions of views.
To be fair, I watched it afterwards. I thought it was real.
I also have to release Mayo Conundrum. Whatever. What'd you call it? Mea culpa. Yeah, that one. My buddy's not deploying, and that was just a deep fake by AI.
Wow.
So
well done.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
No, man, the AI stuff is crazy. It is getting so good now, and I think it's 4.1 they're on now. So it used to be, you could see it in the eyes, or you could, there's stuff you could see, and now it is getting scary. And I don't, I think the bigger thing is the ability to do video manipulation. I think that's what's crazy now is you take a real event that people know about, and then you dub AI into it, and you think something that happened. So as I like to say, I've always said, I don't believe it unless I saw it with my own two eyes. I don't trust a truck that ain't been sold or a horse that ain't been rode. It's crazy out there.
Because I guess thinking back on this trailer, I think I don't know if it was necessarily all AI generated. I think it's you're talking about where there was already pre-existing stuff and it kind of like augmented it. But then like watching it again and I'm like, oh yeah, this trailer actually didn't make any sense. Like it didn't, like it was well done, but it didn't make any sense. And then I watched the trailer that was,
I thought that's why it made it a great trailer.
Right next to it on YouTube that was for Titanic 2. And it's like, that one was clearly fake. And it's like, oh, Jack's still alive. And him and Rose are back together. Now they're an old, like happy married couple.
Is that about those billionaires that went down under sea in that homemade submarine? Is that Titanic?
Yeah. That's Titanic too. James Cameron is going to release the footage. He was filming all of it.
Oh man.
But yeah.
AI, deep fake. Let's talk a little lifting. Maybe you guys got a question from the old question files, but I will say I did the 1,000 pounds club last week. So my buddy's got about half of his unit over in the island chain and half here. And so we did 1,000 pound club day. Nice. So just like, hey, who wants to come do 1,000 pound club? And so I think I had 7 guys, maybe 8. And, I didn't train for it actually. If anything, like probably like not trained at all, and also didn't like push it too hard. Like wanted a respectable total, but didn't go crazy because, didn't want to hurt myself. But I got a 1306, I think total,
very respectable,
which was pretty good. But it's just fun. We're doing it, and you have like the gym staff member that's like monitoring the rules, and there's like you get 2 attempts, and from the time you do your first squat attempt, you have 90 minutes to be done. So like the rules were there, they were just kind of like funny as to why they exist. But kind of, I mean, liked it better because like you're just in like normal PT gear, and is it a federation with like 3 people watching squat depth and all that stuff? No. But it was just like, it's just like lifting with the boys, but you get something after it. So yeah, we did good. I got second out of that group of 7. There was a young guy that got, I think I out totaled him. I think he got like 1258, but I also out totaled him in body weight by like 50 pounds. So we threw it into the Wilks score. And so he won, but it was a good time. And then a bunch of guys down in there in the Wes did it. And I haven't like racked and stacked them on the leaderboard yet, but I think there's another one ahead of me. So I was like, man, I got to get in there and like post a good total.
Show these young bucks how to do it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun just to get out there and lift and do it. And 1,000 pounds club.
Have you seen those stickers that like people who run a marathon and they'll slap like a 26.2 sticker on their car?
Yeah. Yep.
We need to get one for.
They have that.
1K.
Starting Strength has something similar to that. Yeah. Not just Starting Strength. They're not the only people that do it, but they have like I think for men, it's like 500, 400, 300, 200.
Sounds right.
For like the big 4 lifts. I forget what it is for women. But I guess what I like about 1,000 pounds is it is very achievable for any adult male. Yeah. Like regardless of body size, and like the power lifters that listen to this are like, no kidding. But I just mean like, if you're a guy that's never lifted weights, like if you lift for a couple of years and like work hard, like you can totally get into 1,000 pound club. Yeah. I thought that part was cool. I mean, I've always thought that part was cool, but I just thought like seeing like some of the, like the younger, smaller Marines, like doing it, and then just seeing like who lifts, right? Okay. Cause when you say 1,000 pound club I would argue that like 70% of my formation could do it within like 3 months of training. Right. But when you throw it out there, you get such a small number and it's like, oh, these are the lifters, right? Like these guys know. So yeah, it was a good time. And the screaming and all that yelling and all that stuff's really cool.
So would you say there was a good energy in the gym that day?
Well, there was good energy in the gym, except for those Chinese plates.
Well, we won't talk about
Take
those.
Take that, tariffs.
That's good.
I thought all that equipment was secure, so I'm not sure.
No, just that bike.
Just that one.
I just still want to sell bike.
Just that bike.
Yeah, let's see. Well, not a lifting topic, but So we had drill this last weekend. Did the old PFT.
PFT. What's that running down your back?
Juicy.
Speaking of this room being 82 degrees with this light on my face, that's okay. I'll put it there. But I am not comfortable at all right now.
Good.
That's good. It's good training.
Tell you what.
So PFT, how'd you do? What 21 pull-ups?
I don't want to talk about the pull-ups. I only
Okay,
got 20,
4-minute plank or 345.
I do want to talk about the pull-ups because I was very mad at myself. I had done you kind of do that confidence set, the confidence check a few days out, got 21. It wasn't like easy,
it.
But I was like, okay, 21. And then you kind of always have that game day adrenaline. So you're always like, okay, if I can do it on my own, I'll get it. And then just wasn't there that morning.
Yeah.
It's very upsetting.
Well, you got 20?
I got 20. And then
what terrible shape you're in.
And then I did plank 345. And then
do you drop right away or do you just like take it out to 5 minutes? It's like an officer flex.
Right away. And I roll over and I go, oh, thank God.
By the time I get to 345, my body's like,
Dude, I was shaking it like a minute and I was like, oh no. And then it kind of like mellowed out, but I was like very worried.
Yeah. And then what'd you run? 21:35.
22:20.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
So I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know.
That's tough to do in tall grass.
I'm debating doing one in May because I'm very upset about that one. So I got the exact same score as last year.
Bet you 100% you don't do it again in May.
There's slim chance, but we'll see.
Put money on it right now.
Do it next May.
Trey, we'll just do it. I'll fly out to Frisco. We'll do a PFT.
Yeah.
Trey's actually due. He's actually due for his PFT.
I only moderate them now.
Yeah.
And his 1,000-pound clubs challenge. He's due for both.
That's good to go.
I am.
What else we got?
Oh, let's see here. What else do we have? We talked about. Oh, missed this one. It was kind of goes back to sports talk, but South Carolina A&M baseball game. How'd that shake out?
Grant, did you follow that at all?
South Carolina
baseball.
No, zoned out. Sorry, on the question name of the game.
So A&M starting to get a little bit hot in baseball, and they ended up sweeping South Carolina. The last game, South Carolina was up 12-5. No, 12-2. They're up 12-2 in the seventh inning, and A&M came back, made it 9-12, and then in the ninth inning they hit 2 grand slams to walk it off.
Is that
no way.
You do in a career or in a year, like a grand slam? So we're talking about the U.S. Open.
Yeah, Roy McIlroy came in for A&M.
Yep, got it.
Hit the last grand slam.
Amazing. And then he immediately went to Denny's and ordered a grand slam. Correct.
Yes. Yep. Ooh, as one does.
And then Denny's gave him a green jacket.
Yes. When he then wore to the field in the Marine Corps.
Yes.
Yep. And threw it away because it's trash.
It's future trash.
But he did not run. He didn't run because he would have gotten kicked out.
He got trash. Yeah. He did a partial PFT. I'm glad we figured that.
Yeah, we closed the loop on that one. That's great.
On that. We circled back to sports and
I'll get with you offline on that.
Yeah.
Keep the sidebars to a minimum.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, A&M starting to get hot in baseball. We'll see if they can keep it going.
That's good.
Yeah.
I keep seeing Auburn
a lot.
Posting record attendance numbers, but I don't know if they're any good at baseball.
For baseball?
I think they're okay. Okay. Let's see. Auburn baseball. All right.
I feel like they're all right.
Where are we at? 26 and 10 overall. Number 22. All right, I'll take top 25. All right. I'd say it's pretty good to go. I'd say it's pretty good to go.
Nah.
I'd say it's pretty good to go.
I can't remember if Trey or Grant, did either of you watch that Bob Dylan movie, the
No,
Complete
I
Unknown?
know what you're talking about.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, I watched it.
Wait, did you?
Chalamet.
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you think of it? We talked about this on here?
Wait,
You did not watch it. You did watch it.
Is this a Might Get Loud?
No, it's Bob Dylan.
My bad. I feel like I did watch it.
I watched it on the airplane. It was good.
Is it new?
Yeah.
Yes, it's new.
Then no.
Timothy
but
Chalamet.
I'm a sucker for Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's great. I'm big.
Yeah,
big
seen
Bob
him live
Dylan
in
fan.
concert. He actually played Maggie's Farm, and then was like, "I'll never play this again in North America."
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Very controversial.
Yeah, very controversial. Maggie's Farm, because we know women aren't allowed to own things under this leadership. So
Very controversial. But it's a good flick. If you're a Bob Dylan fan,
Is it worth watching?
I think so. If you like his music, I think it's pretty well done. Edward Norton's
It's in my queue.
very good in it.
I should download that for my buddy's flight.
I think, yeah. It's worth. If you like,
Can you send me the name? Because all I hear is la 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 way.
yeah.
Chalamet? What's it called? Chalamet?
It's called
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
It's called
Leave it
A
at that.
Complete Unknown.
I'm gonna see if he finds it.
Oh,
dang.
sorry.
A Complete Notebook? I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
complete notebook.
Bob Dylan movie. A Complete Unknown. Got it. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still
Timothy
kicking.
Chalamet? Yeah, he's doing good. He's killing it.
He's still alive. Yeah,
He's
Bob Dylan's
killing
like,
Bob Dylan.
I don't know if he's still on tour, but he was basically touring forever was his goal, was just never stop touring.
Hey, Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, and Jack White. Tell you what, that's the big three and number three right there.
Big three number.
Bob
Yeah. Oh man, he's 83.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Did you really see him in concert, Grant?
I did, yeah, with Merle Haggard before he died, R.I.P.
Could you
Yeah, I saw
understand
that. He
anything
really-
that Bob Dylan was singing?
Something about Maggie's Farm. It was a little crazy. It was kind of like, because it's like his thing is like always to be changing.
Yeah.
Like Maggie's Farm and that album, whatever album that is, which is now funny to say, it was probably 20 years ago. I was actually more. I think I was like 14 or 15, and I went to see Merle Haggard. Knew it was Bob Dylan. Was excited about it. But I went to Savannah with Trey Smith really to see Merle Haggard, and it was different because I think Merle Haggard played first, and then Bob Dylan, and then Bob Dylan came on. But yeah, no, I did see him in concert. I saw when I saw Willie, Merle, and Bob separate times. Well, Bob and Merle together, I both felt like, man, like I left the concert thinking like they're going to die like next month. And I'm so glad I saw them. And Bob and Willie are still here.
Dude, they're still going strong. Well, I don't know about strong.
Still
But they're still
kicking.
going. They're still going.
Still going.
Pretty impressive.
God said to Abraham, kill me a son.
Eh,
Abe said the guy must be putting me on.
eh.
God said no.
One more
Abe said
cup of coffee before I go to the valley below.
Dude, so good.
Bob Dylan
No,
just sings about
no
things
direction,
in the
no
room around
direction,
him.
no direction home, and I'm not there.
Oh, yeah,
Were
yeah.
the two Bob Dylan movies that came to my mind, and one of them is 20 years old, and one of them's 18.
No Direction Home is great. I'm Not There was
Yep.
different. But I
mean, it's
think I
Bob
enjoyed it.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kate Blanchett playing Bob Dylan. It's good.
I feel like No Direction Home is basically 180 degrees south.
But for Bob Dylan, yeah.
Yeah, but for Bob Dylan,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's good.
Okay, more slides.
Oh wait, no. Trey had one in there at the end. Rogue Heroes TV series? Question mark.
Good show.
Is it? Tell us about it.
It's about the formation of the SAS in World War II.
Ooh, that sounds very.
Were they
good.
rogue?
Were they
Yeah,
heroes?
they were very rogue. I liked it a lot, man. I thought it was pretty good.
Is it like a documentary type thing, or
No.
like more like a fictional portrayal?
Fictional portrayal.
Okay. What's it on?
Okay.
Put it in the queue. Paramount, MGM. What
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
I'll check that out. That sounds like it's cool.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll say put in the queue. That was it.
Put it in
That
the
could have been a
queue.
safe round. That
The
was a safe
queue?
round.
What are you? Yeah, you watching
Yeah.
British shows? Put it in the queue. Well,
Yeah,
Put it in the
queue.
quay.
Put in the queue.
in the queue.
What are you downloading music on LimeWire?
Queued up.
In the queue.
Dude, I miss LimeWire.
I miss LimeWire too.
We should bring it back.
It's funny. Now we can just stream anything you want at any time, but it was more
It's not
fun
as
when you
exciting. Yeah.
It's
got-
not.
Did you start with Napster or did you start with LimeWire?
So my friend across the street had Napster.
Okay. In
And
Texas,
I
we
would-
just call that a neighbor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would go with a list. I would write on a notebook paper and I would say, hey, can you burn me a CD with these songs
Yes.
on it?
Yeah.
And I would give him like $5 and he would do it.
It's the best.
I remember doing that with my sister because when she was at college, because she had a CD burner like on her like laptop or something. And so I would,
Mhm.
I remember like sending her, emailing or whatever it was, like, hey, yeah, these songs on this. And then like her like mailing me like the burned CD and being like, oh, this is
In
so
this order.
cool. Yeah.
In this order. It's like Sharpie on the front of the CD.
Yeah.
Jeff Summer 2003 mix.
God, that was so cool.
Do you have the CD holder like on the visor?
Oh, the
of your
visor
car?
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had that.
The visor CD
That
holder?
thing was clutch.
So great.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Good
in high
times.
school, it rotated between 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, and
Yeah.
the Garth Brooks double live album. Like those.
Many men
I wore those
tested
things
upon
out.
me. He's a big jumping guy.
Garth Brooks, big time.
50?
No, Garth Brooks. Big jumping guy.
He's true.
50 should have jumped. Got
Yeah.
shot, man. Got to jump out the way, dude.
Hey, jump out the way. Take notes from
For,
Garth.
for some of our newer listeners, shout out Matt Lowen. If you don't understand that Garth Brooks is a big jumping guy, go back to episode 6. It's a lot flatter podcast, less Marine Corps
Probably more lifting talk.
realism, more
Yeah.
lifting talk. Yeah, more lifting talk. But
So we had a purpose. Yeah.
yeah, we've this is a greater purpose. This is a greater purpose.
It was less trash talk, more lifting. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. Now trash and Cubs are all we know.
That's all we know. It's a priority.
Yep. It's the number one priority. Man, a lot of people liked my bank shot with the diaper the other
It
day.
was a great shot.
It's a great shot. Yeah.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
On the OK Podcast Instagram, which you're supposed to run when my buddy's deployed. Remember that thing we talked about? I'm sitting
okay.
back. It's Palm Sunday. Listen to the preacher, Pastor Corey Horton, talk about Jesus coming through in a donkey, and baby needs a diaper. So I'm changing the diaper back there. I'm not supervised. Wife's inside. So, I'm doing it my way and get that thing cleaned up. And I see my trash can there underneath the TV. And I was like, I got this. And so I put the phone in the left hand on record and I released that thing. And this is how you know that Jesus rose from the dead, because it was a miracle. Like the second that thing left my hands, I was like, there is no way it's going into that trash can. And it hit like 3 feet to the left, but like Isabella had like peed in the right side to weight it correctly.
Yeah.
So when it hit that wall, it like bounced funny, like a football in the end zone, and then barely hit the lip of the trash can and went in. It was beautiful.
So it was really a team effort, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she's gonna be good. She'll probably be in the WNBA one day.
Oh, yeah.
Just peeing on stuff. Yeah.
Just peeing on stuff.
This is way down the road. The league's going to be a lot different. There's going to be a lot of rule changes to kind of get viewers. They're going to go through some growing pains.
Just kidding, Isabella. You're not allowed to play any sports. Oh, man.
It's good.
We'll throw a shout out to the troops. I think Jeff will resonate with this one, Trey for sure. But, a bunch of lieutenants going in there to protect and defend and serve, and Jeff downrange the most out of any of us. And, when you're just a single man and you got to go downrange, you just take your belongings, you throw them in the back of your Grand Cherokee or your GMC Sonoma, you park that bad Larry on the street, you call up a buddy of yours that's about to go to Steel Night, and you're like, hey, truck's parked there, keys are in the gas tank. They're like, where are you going? You're like, Afghanistan, 15th MEU, 11th MEU, whatever. And it's just normal talk. And you're like, yep, see you later. It's like, okay, how long you want me to keep it till? Like 7 months. No problem. Looks like the expiration is going to go out in like March. Call my dad. Don't have his number. Here's his number. And you're just like, yep, that's the biggest problem in my life. Well, having recently lived it, my buddy, that is, it is a lot different. Pulling away and with a wife and a baby. And so what I reflected on, after I made sure that my grandfather was an ophthalmologist. So after making sure that my eyeballs had the necessary moisture to protect me in combat, I started thinking about it. I was like, man, all these Marines I've served with that have kids, like I did not give them like the respect, or like I did not feel for them. Right. Like, and you just think it a lot differently. So I've thought about that a lot the last 24 hours of just, and it's funny now because as I've talked to people, I'll get calls from people and they're like, hey man, I know you're leaving. Like, how you doing? And you're like, and then you start to put it together. You're like, oh yeah, right. He's got a 6-year-old. The last one was in 2019 or whatever. And like, you start like to put it together, and it's not like a wife's obviously a huge deal too. The first time experiencing that, but I have just thought about a lot of people I've served with over the years and just thought like, man, probably should have been a little nicer to you, or like a little bit more understanding. But it's one of those things you don't know until you know. Yeah. But I will say we do support the troops, and I don't know how to make it more serious, but for like Marines that and sailors and Army or whatever branch that leave that behind, it's like I kind of thought, I'll never like say thank you for your service the same. Like I'll never think of it the same. Like it's completely different. Because when you're young, you're just like Toby Keith said, put a boot in their ass. It's the American way. Let's go die and like beat up and make this country awesome. But it's definitely a different lens. So anyway, for everyone that's reached out to me the last few days, I do appreciate it. And for everyone that's served and gone through that before, thank you for your service
and the families
from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. And the families. I mean, it's quite the toll, and it's a different thing. So anyway, that was my alibi.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Talked about BW. We briefly mentioned Mr. Helmet, Green Gridiron. We're selling a lot of Godfather battery helmets.
All right.
Right now, which is cool. If you go into the link in the show notes, you can go over to the Godfather store, get you a t-shirt, rep. You can wear it out. People will be like, did you serve? And you'll be like, no, but okay. I know someone who did. You can get a helmet if you want to, whatever else you want. Tomorrow's tax day. When you're listening to this on Friday, if you didn't do your taxes yet, you're screwed. But now the best time to worry about next year's taxes is the moment you finish this year's taxes. It's called the BWTaxLLC.com. Great guy, better at taxes. Trey, you want to take us down for a landing?
I would love nothing more to do that. This has been episode 0.
Does that mean you want to go?
No, of course not. I can do this. Okay. Yeah, I can do this as long as we want to. Episode 068 of the.
Okay. Okay. podcast.
I have nothing else to add to that. I'll just leave it there. Grant mentioned, love to thank our sponsors again. BW Taxes. If you haven't done your tax by now, hope you like jail. Just kidding. Just kidding. BW will keep you out of jail. Give him a call. But yeah, good guy, better taxes. Mr. Helmet, good dude. As always, if you notice behind Grant's normal size head, you will see the Strength Co. banner. Yep, there it is right there. Powered by the Strength Co. Go down to the show notes below. You will see the Strength Co. Slack. Click that. Use code OK. New members get $10 off. Love to talk about life lifting, anything silly, serious. We got it all there. Go to YouTube. Find us there. Give us a like and subscribe. Most importantly, go to www.theokpodcast.com. You'll find the social media links there. Give us a follow. Love to interact with you there. Watch Grant just throwing diapers over on repeat. Bank shot.
Banks closed on Sunday.
Yeah.
Dash BW Tax.
Well, he's the Tim Duncan of throwing diapers away.
Hey.
Just very,
very fundamentally sound.
very fundamental.
See what you did there.
Outstanding footwork.
Other than that, we have our individual social media accounts that we're all very active on. Did I miss anything, Coach?
Jeff, are you live?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, pretty live right now. We're big on social media here. Lots of social media. So just go ahead, check us out on social media, where we're very active and live on social media.
Social media.
Yeah.
Social media,
You'll find us on social media.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate 68 weeks of the OK Podcast, hoping for a 69. Am I right?
Nice.
Next week, we'll see. We'll do what we can to come to you as frequently as we can, but the FDO will be downrange. So if you got any questions, and we want OPSEC here, we're not just on Signal chat dropping messages. You just asked about the FDO downrange. We'll let you know. I guess not where he's at and what he's doing, but we'll let you know
that he's downrange.
That the FDO is
We'll confirm or deny. We don't know.
We'll confirm maybe that he's downrange. And thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Go to www.thestrength.co and buy all the American-made cast iron plates that you want without tariffs. And we'll see you next time.